Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Wisconsin Badgers, Barry Alvarez Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Badgers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So UCF's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Knights moving quickly to the line. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my...
He's going for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Brown wants to pass. Coming after it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
The Knights will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Badgers offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
He's looking for a man on second down. They get him down after he makes the catch. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Anthony. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Handoff to the lone back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The Badgers are rolling down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's locked. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They're bringing heat. On the move, he fires. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Knights will hustle to the line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And
he's off to the races. Keeps it himself and gets to first. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCF!
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
Lining up for the PAT. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Jacksonville State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Western Kentucky. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's a draw. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, they were trying to catch the defense sleeping there. Everyone thinking they're running the ball on 3rd and inches, right? But the defense was not surprised. They were ready for it, and they get the sack.
The Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Brown will throw it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick completion on the out. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out, because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for room, it's Montgomery. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Quarterback on the keeper. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
This quarterback is so dangerous, and it looked like the defense had him corralled. It looked like they were ready for him to keep the football, but that quarterback is just too good. He's like a water bug. So good, short area quickness, able to make guys miss, then go get the first.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Now the play fake. Looking left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Splits the uprights. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense in a split backfield. Leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. This offense has a second down play. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking for a gap. It's Acker. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Extending the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Knights will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Ball in the air, intercepted! The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of 1. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Fox. Touchdown, Knights! Reeled it in and just made the house call. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Western Kentucky. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They're trying to get to it. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The Badgers decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Hold it, up and.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On the move, it's Montgomery. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man, it's Montgomery. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
The Knights are in the hurry-up. Brown wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Knights line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking for a crease. It's White. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got him downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive, I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Got the back over the middle. Stopped after making the catch. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to throw it again. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Using the quick game. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
It just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's got his man. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
At the 20, he's got space. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the move. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Trying to get to him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
The Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
From the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle, it's Acker. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Using his legs, it's Montgomery. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Brown will throw it, using his feet to buy time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The Knights will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Caught on the outside, it's Anthony. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. No huddle here for the offense. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Brown wants to pass. Makes his connection. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good.
That makes the score UCF 20, Wisconsin 13.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Using his legs, it's White. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Power football with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Badgers are marching down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now on 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Badgers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 4 over New Mexico.
Brown will throw it.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Knights in the hurry up.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Knights get enough to move the chains. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Quick completion to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now on 2nd down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Just a short pass to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, UCF! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're just about ready to kick it away.
UCF 27, Wisconsin 20.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's locked. He finds his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Fox. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, what a move to get open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I tell you what, these are so frustrating, right? He drops back. It's a pass. He wants to throw the football. But when he starts scrambling, these are those chances where you get those chase down poke outs or hit the QB as hard as you can to try to force a fumble. You got to do something to get the offense the football back.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Complete to the left. The expressway is wide open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
34, Wisconsin, 20.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The give to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And now on first down after converting with the run. Running back searching for a hole. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 45 on its way. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up second down.
Looking for a man. It's locked. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his man and they convert. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's Acker. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Coming out on first down with the play fake.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting. You've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game. Because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on 3rd and long. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Complete to the left. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Knights want to move quickly.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He is smashing people. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Montgomery. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. To the air, it's Locke. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's going up top here late in the game. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They want to just keep throwing it. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.